I know, but your hands are dirty. I'm gonna hold it.
You didn't hold it. You didn't hold it.
But Mom needs to talk. What are you having for lunch today?
You need to talk.
Mom's gonna talk.
You didn't
How about neither of us hold it? How about
hold it.
How about
Dada will hold it?
how about we put it right here?
No.
And then we can talk together.
No.
Why not? I just have a lot to say. I know, honey.
You grab it.
Okay, we're not gonna grab it yet, okay? Can you say OU?
No.
Yeah. Okay, should we do this later?
Drop it. Take.
Should we do it later? We'll wash your hands.
Hold it.
Let's wash your hands. You have tuna fish all over your hands. Should we wash your hands and then you can hold the camera?
Okay. We can do that.
Say that to the camera.
We can do that.
We can do that? Okay. Good negotiation. All right, time out. I don't know if this is gonna work.
So
I know, but Mom needs to talk, honey.
you need to talk.
I know you need. Okay, we've negotiated. Mom gets a turn first, and then Luke can have a turn. Let's see how long this lasts. Okay, so tons has happened. Huh, Luke? So much has happened since the last video. Last video was my follow-up from the transfer not working. And the plan moving forward was they were gonna do a biopsy of, hang on, dude. Hey. Stop, it's still Mom's turn. Still Mom's turn. Can I have this, please?
Down.
Okay.
Down.
Okay, hold on.
Down.
Maybe you should stand up.
Down. Down. No. Down. You can. You can.
It's not Luke's turn, honey. Okay, I switched to my phone because he's not gonna let me have the camera. So anyway, they were gonna do a biopsy of my uterus just to check out the endometriosis situation, and then based on that, I was gonna be put on Lupron or they were gonna do surgery. But it was more likely I was gonna be put on Lupron. So then when the appointment's over, because Mike wasn't in the appointment with me, Mike said to me, so why don't they just put you on Lupron anyway? And I thought, good point. I mean, obviously doing the biopsy would give them a clearer picture of what is going on. But it's true, why don't they just put me on Lupron anyway? I was on Lupron when I did my egg retrieval and my IVF when I was getting pregnant with Luke, so it worked then. So, okay, you're gonna break the camera. Stop doing that. So I sent an email to the doctor and I asked her that, and she said, well, we can do that. And, Mike was kind of like, well, why did I have to come up with that as opposed to the doctor coming up with that? And I was explaining to him, I'm like, it's all about just having further knowledge in what's going on with my body, and by doing a biopsy they would receive that further knowledge. Knowledge is power, especially in these situations. But because we said that, she was like, sure, you can go on Lupron, So that was going to be how we were going to move forward. We were going to no longer do the biopsy. I was just going to go on the Lupron for 3 months, and then we would do a transfer after that. So, and that's a good plan. Mike and I still hadn't decided. The doctor had asked us, if we would think about maybe transferring 2 instead of transferring 1. And we still hadn't really made a decision on that, but we had quite a while before we needed to make a decision. And then, like a week ago, what? Oh, is that a worm? I think it died. And then like a week ago, Mike and I were chatting, and if you didn't watch the video,
Mike just got a new job like a month ago, and the new insurance that we have supposedly covers infertility 100%. And when I say 100%, I'm talking like IVF, embryo transfers, all the drugs, all the injections, like everything, which is incredible. I'm sorry, I'm so shaky. I'm using my phone because if I get the camera out, Luke will go berserk because he thinks he needs to hold the camera. So we have to use my phone. And so anyway, we were chatting and we were like, you know, with insurance covering 100%, and you never know how long insurance is going to last. I mean, first of all, my husband really likes to switch jobs, like every year. He basically switches jobs every year. Hopefully this one will be a little bit longer term. But he just really enjoys switching jobs, which means we switch insurance a lot, which can be a good thing if you have crappy insurance. It can be a bad thing if you have great insurance. So I never totally like settle into my insurance because it could be always changing, which is really quite difficult when you're talking about doctors, because not all dentists are accepted. Like right now, we just found out that our dentist isn't on our new insurance. The dentist that we've had for quite a few years now, so we have to change dentists, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Anyway, so that's one reason why, you know, we may not have the insurance forever. And then also insurances change every year. Like the company that he works for, yes, they have this insurance this year, but maybe they won't offer it next year. So for the remainder of 2021, hopefully, I mean, I don't think my husband would change jobs before the end of the year. For the remainder of 2021, we will have this insurance, and hopefully we have it longer, but we just don't know. So anyway, point being, we were talking about, you know, to fully like take advantage of this insurance, and based on like what we, you know, kind of what we have left when it comes to embryos, we started talking about maybe we should just do IVF again. Like the whole egg retrieval, everything, which is just, when I did the egg retrieval, I got with, you know, like Luke's batch, I got 19 eggs and 9 embryos. And when I found out I had 19 eggs, and then when I found out I had 9 embryos, I like 100% in my mind was sure that we would never have to do egg retrieval again, ever. And flash forward a few years, we are in a situation where we have 5 embryos left, only 3 transfers though, because 4 of them are frozen in pairs, so we would have to transfer those together. 3 transfers left, and they are all poor quality. I know I had said that 1 was fair and the 4 were poor, but when I talked to my doctor most recently in this last appointment, she told me the difference between the 1 frozen by itself and the 4 frozen in pairs is they're all about the same quality. The 1 that's frozen by itself though is just a little bit more developed. So they're about the same quality, but it's a little bit more developed, but it's still considered poor quality. I wasn't aware of that. I thought it was more of a fair quality. So that's a little bit discouraging to find out. But anyway, we discussed maybe we should do IVF again because we just don't have very many good embryo options left, and we have insurance that is awesome right now. So maybe we need to take advantage of the insurance, and instead of putting, you know, one of the poor quality embryos in, maybe we need to try to just get some better embryos to transfer. And then that way, if next year we have different insurance, I mean, assuming we needed to do a transfer next year, which would mean none of this is working, but we would have maybe some better embryos to choose from, and we could do transfers instead of IVF next year, because IVF is much more expensive than transfers. No, that's dirt from your dinosaur eggs. But you can see if it draws. Did you try? Oh, it does draw like chalk. Wow. So we decided this was going to be like, we were going to we were going to try to move forward with this plan. So I emailed the doctor and I said basically everything that I just said to you. And thank you. And she said, I think this is a great plan. And that really made me feel good, because like IVF is not a small decision. And so when she said that she thought this was a great plan as opposed to just doing another embryo transfer, that made me feel really good and confident in the decision that we had made. And so I was like, okay, well, I'll look into my insurance. And are you going to climb up the tree? And I'll look into my insurance and make sure everything's covered and blah, blah, blah. And then the nurse emailed me back and was like, no, we'll do that. Don't worry about it. So then a few days later, I hear from the billing person at the clinic. And she says, we actually don't accept your insurance for fertility treatment. So they'll accept it for, I don't know, I guess consults. I don't know. I honestly don't even know. Consults, diagnostic, maybe treatment of other things. Like the Lupron should be covered, because Lupron, the way they bill it, is not a fertility treatment. It is a treatment for endometriosis. So the Lupron should be covered. I don't know though. We haven't even gotten that far, the Lupron. Insurance or something is still working it out. Hi. But I got that email and I was so mad and so discouraged. I can't even believe that we have this amazing insurance and that the clinic that I go to doesn't accept it. And so I don't know, I was really mad, fuming mad. So I told Mike, and Mike's a hero, and he was like, let's just go somewhere else. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding? Like when you are kind of really, really comfortable at a clinic and they know you and they know your situation and your case and everything, and you've been working with them for years, it is very difficult to just go somewhere else. But at the same time, like, how do you not take advantage of such good insurance? Sorry, my hair is like attacking me. And so he called down to another clinic and asked them if they accept our insurance, which they do, which is not really that promising because my clinic accepts our insurance. It just doesn't accept it for fertility treatment. So anyway, so we have a consult set up for just over a month from now. But I told Mike, I said, you know, I don't want to sit through a consult and begin this process with another doctor unless I know 100% for sure that they are going to take our insurance for an IVF, because it is just, it's not, I don't even want to sit through a consult. It's just too hard to go, like, feel like you're starting back at the beginning with another doctor unless I know for sure. I don't want to change doctors. I am basically being forced into this, which I'm really trying to like convince myself that this is God's way of saying I needed to go somewhere else for whatever reason. So supposedly we booked our consult, but it's like over a month away. So, but supposedly they will be looking into our insurance sometime this week. We're supposed to hear, hopefully. They're going to look into our insurance and see what exactly we would be covered, you know, to do, because otherwise I'm not gonna change clinics. There are a couple of clinics in the area, so we've only just called the one. We're not going to call all of them because it's kind of a process to, you know, have them look at your insurance and everything. So anyway, so right now that's kind of where we are. We are actually considering changing clinics. We will leave our 5 embryos frozen at our other clinic, change clinics, do an IVF at the new clinic, and then hopefully do a transfer. When I say IVF, in my mind I'm saying egg retrieval, but egg retrieval, the transfer, the whole thing. And hopefully it will be as successful as last time. One of my very best friends, the clinic that we may be switching to, she actually goes to this place. she loves it, and she tried to convince me to switch, but switching is just hard. And so obviously I was not like really into the idea of switching, but now I'm kind of being forced into switching. So anyway, so I'm having a lot of like, I don't know, bittersweet feelings about it. I really like my doctor and don't want to leave, but I also would be a fool to not take advantage of the insurance that I have. So anyway, that's where we're at. I have no idea if this new place will take our insurance for fertility treatment, so we're just kind of in the waiting game. On the flip side, we still are waiting to hear back about the Lupron. The plan is to still do Lupron. Are you talking to the bird? Say, come here, bird, you can do it. Good job, Luke. We're still planning on doing the Lupron, so because it's already been submitted and should be at some point coming to my house. Come on, bird, you're so sweet. And then if I do end up switching clinics, I just don't want to miss the opportunity and then have to be bumped out even farther, like time-wise, because I put things on hold. So I'm still going to do the Lupron. And then if I do end up switching clinics, I will just go to the new place and say, you know, I'm on Lupron, and they'll adjust my IVF around the fact that I'm on Lupron. And they should know this is not a foreign thing. It's not something that my clinic does. It's something that all clinics do. They do Lupron. And then if I don't end up switching clinics, then we'll still move forward with doing a transfer at my current clinic in a couple months when the Lupron has worn off, and I guess we'll just pay out of pocket for that. I'm doing a transfer sometime soon, regardless, if I have to pay for it or if insurance covers it. I just think that it's silly that insurance wouldn't cover it, because my insurance is supposed to cover it. Insurance makes me crazy. I am grateful for it. I love insurance because I want to be covered, but it makes me crazy that not everywhere takes all insurances. Like, I shouldn't have to choose my doctor based on who my insurance company says I can see. I think that that is ridiculous. So, or choose my clinic based on, you know, because like my doctor is covered under my insurance. She's in network, but the clinic is not covered. So like when you have a baby, right? Not only does the doctor have to accept your insurance, the hospital has to accept your insurance. So anyway, it just is kind of a joke to me. Talk about making a complicated world, insurance, the world of insurance and the world of healthcare and medical, making it even more difficult on everybody. So anyway, that's where we are. I can't believe I'm going to switch clinics probably. Oh my gosh. It'll be good. Either way, I have full... What? Dad gets on the roof sometimes. Yeah, when he does Christmas lights, huh? Regardless, I have full faith in the, you know, in fertility clinics. I have full faith in them. They would not be a fertility clinic if they weren't successful. So I have faith. It's just change is hard. So anyway. Okay, I better go play with my kid. I better play with the kid that I do have. Luke! Wave! I love you.
I love you.
Blow a kiss. Say, you're the best.
Yeah.